Welcome to Deep Crime Files, where every mystery has a story. Some stories are so dark, so disturbing, that even after more than a century, they continue to haunt us. A quiet town, a loving family, and an unimaginable crime. Tonight, we step back into 1912 to uncover one of the most terrifying unsolved murders in American history, the Villisca Axe Murders. Watch till end. Villisca, Iowa, a small peaceful farming town with less than 2,000 residents. Everyone knew each other. Doors were left unlocked and crime was rare. Among its well-respected families were the Moores, Josiah Moore, his wife Sarah, and their 4 children. The Moores were loved in the community, known for their kindness and church involvement. But all of that would end on one tragic night in June 1912. On June 9, 1912, the Moore family attended a Children's Day program at their local Presbyterian church. It was a joyous evening filled with laughter and performances. The Moore children even invited 2 of their friends, Lena and Ina Stillinger, to spend the night at their home. After the event ended around 9:30 p.m., the family and their guests walked back to the Moore residence. No one could have imagined this would be the last time they were seen alive. Sometime after midnight, a killer silently entered the Moore household. Armed with Josiah's own axe, the intruder began with the parents, striking them repeatedly in their bed. The children were next, mercilessly attacked while they slept. Finally, the 2 young Stillinger sisters, Lena and Ina, were brutally murdered in the guest room. Lena, the older sister, showed signs of being awake and possibly fighting back, making the scene even more horrific. By morning, neighbors grew suspicious when the Moores did not appear outside, as it was unusual for the family to remain so quiet in a town where daily routines were always visible to others, and eventually Josiah's brother was called to check, though he could hardly prepare himself for the nightmare he was about to witness. Inside the house lay the bodies of all 8 victims, slaughtered mercilessly in their beds, and the crime scene was so horrifying that blood splattered across the walls, and ceilings seemed almost unreal, as though evil itself had seeped into the home. The shocking discovery shattered the town's innocence and spread panic among the residents who gathered outside in disbelief. Realizing the severity of what had occurred and unable to comprehend how such a monstrous act could take place in their quiet village, the people quickly alerted the authorities, and soon after, the police arrived at the scene, their grim faces confirming that Villisca would never again be the same. But the mystery didn't end there. Investigators discovered chilling details. The killer had covered mirrors and windows with cloths, as if to hide from something. A piece of uneaten food was left on the table, suggesting the murderer stayed in the house after the killings. Even more disturbing, an oil lamp had been left burning low, its chimney removed to dim the light, perhaps to guide the killer in the dark without waking the family. Several suspects emerged. One was Reverend George Kelly, a traveling preacher who had attended the church service that night. He was eccentric with a disturbing past and even confessed at one point, though his confession was later thrown out. Others suspected a rival businessman, Frank Jones, due to a bitter feud with Josiah Moore. Some even believed it was the work of a wandering serial killer who struck across the Midwest during that era. But despite interrogations, trials, and endless speculation, no one was ever convicted. Over 100 years later, the Villisca Axe murders remain unsolved. The Moore house still stands today, preserved as a museum of sorts. Visitors claim to feel cold chills, hear footsteps, and even see apparitions of the children. Paranormal investigators from around the world come here, hoping to uncover the truth. But the real mystery is not the ghosts. It's the identity of the killer who walked into that small-town home and wiped out an entire family. The Villisca Axe murders remain one of America's darkest unsolved crimes. Was it a jealous rival? A disturbed preacher? Or a faceless stranger who vanished into the night? More than a century has passed, but the answers remain hidden. What do you think? Who was behind the murders of the Moore family and their guests? Let us know your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more chilling true crime stories.